Hey everyone, it's me, Amelia. I'm refilming the intro and the outro for my makeup collection video. I just wanted to first say that when I do my makeup collection, it's really small, and that's intentional, but I'm not going for a minimalist collection. I plan to talk about that in my project panning video, which is coming up at some point. I'm filming it the same day as this. And also I wanted to mention, in the first like 20 minutes of the video, I'm holding the camera the wrong way, but I fix it, so I'm sorry if that bothers you. In the video, I talk about it being a shitty video the whole time. You don't have to like comment telling me that it doesn't matter and whatever, because I'm aware of that. I just it was bothering me so badly because this is the first time I've ever filmed that I was just ranting about it excuse me, during the video. So I hope you enjoy my makeup collection. It was going to be also an inventory, but I lost track of that, so I'm going to be doing an inventory also separately. So this is my first shitty makeup collection. Hopefully next year it'll be better. Maybe I'll show my face in that one. Alright, I hope you enjoy the video. Hi, it's me. I wanted to try to film because I've never done it before, and I want to see if YouTube or something is an option for me. So I thought I could start with, with a makeup collection / inventory. I was stupid and I left my makeup organizing stuff at home, so I'm storing my makeup, or not at home, at college, sorry. I'm storing my makeup in these boxes I have. So I think just by looking at it, it's really good that I can fit all my makeup in 2 boxes, but at the same time it's kind of irritating to do my makeup like this. So in the morning I usually have my stuff in a bag, and then I just use my makeup bag. I'm sorry my camera's moving. I don't have a real camera that I can film on, so I'm just holding my cell phone, and I've never filmed anything before, so this is really weird for me. I feel really weird. And I'm sorry if the audio's bad. I might refilm this. We'll see. I wish I had something to put the phone on, because I know people can get sick. I get sick sometimes watching people's videos because they're always moving around, and it makes me motion sick really quick. But I literally have nothing to set it on. I'm trying to look around and see if I have something. If I can find a box big enough where I could put it on the side of my bed and then film like that, I will refilm this, but this is what we're doing right now. And I don't have an iPhone, so my camera's not that great either. Whatever, who cares? Anyways, this is my eye makeup bin. I have my Z palette. I don't support Z palette anymore, but this was a gift, so I'm keeping it. I finished my Vice palette today, so that can go elsewhere, but I'm using the mirror, so I might keep it in here. And then this is all of my eye makeup besides that big palette. So I have my 2 Naked palettes. Oh shit, I need to figure out how to hold this. I have, and also I just did my nails. I mean, they're not good, but they're done, so I'm not going to be able to open those. I have my Anastasia quads. I think I'm going to go through my single shadows and show you what ones I have, because I don't have a large collection, so I have nothing really to talk about. I have my Viseart palette. This is really boring. I don't know why I'm filming it like this, because you can't really see what I'm doing. I have this Tarte palette, Rainforest of the Sea, the original, and I only have those shadows left because I panned the ones I didn't like and took the actual physical pans out because they were ugly. I have 6 Urban Decay single shadows as well. For eyeshadows, I'm not going to do the number right now because I can't count that high. But for everything else, I want to do inventory style where I count it. Then I have a Smashbox single shadow, a Stila glitter thing. I love those, I just don't know what they're called. And then this is everything else. So I have 3 eyeliners. Oh, I just fucked up my nail, look at that. Cool. Okay. 3 eyeliners. This one, I don't really, why won't it focus? Okay, there we go. That kind of looks alright. Ugh, that nail. Okay. This one's kind of shitty. Not because it's shitty, but because my waterline will not take anything except gel liner, and this is not a gel liner, so I need to pan that or something. Okay. This is the, there we go, Urban Decay All Nighter eyeliner. It's waterproof. It doesn't work in my waterline, but it works in tight lining, like the waterline on the top lid, if that makes sense. And it's good for touch-ups when my eyeliner gets fucked up when I walk to school, because I live in a wintry climate, so when I walk to school or college, campus, whatever, when I'm walking, the wind makes me cry and the tears ruin my eyeliner, so I have to fix it. This is my main eyeliner. It's the e.l.f. cream one. There we go. It's in black, as you can see. I don't know why I'm reading it to you like you can't read. Then, so that's 3 eyeliners. Then I have 1 brow product, which is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. That one I actually have a lot of pan on I want to show, because I'm proud. Ooh, nice. I originally thought that these lasted 2 years, because the first one I had lasted 2 years, but then I remembered I spent like 6 months panning something else in my brows. No, I can't close it. So I think these are good for like a year and a half or so. I'm gonna see. Nice. I wouldn't even know how to try and edit, so everything's being left in. I have 3 mascaras. I have 2 of these e.l.f. Mineral Infused in black. They changed the formula. This is the old formula, which I love, which is a dupe for CoverGirl Clump Crusher. I do not know if the new formula is any good. I could make a whole nother video talking about that. What e.l.f. has been doing, whatever. This is the sample of Perversion, which I've had a sample of before, but I don't remember what I thought about it, really. I mean, I liked it, but it wasn't something I felt like purchasing. This is my almost empty primer potion, so I bought a backup. I rant all the time on Instagram about why I'm really mad to change the packaging. I really hate the wand, it makes me angry, but we're not going to talk about that. This doesn't go in here. So I have 2 eyeshadow primers, 3 mascaras, 3 eyeliners, 1 brow product, and then a ton of eyeshadow. I'm going to go through my eyeshadows last because I don't know, because I feel like it. That's why. Okay. Sorry. This is my everything else bin, which is basically face makeup. I usually keep my lip balms with my eye makeup because the first thing I do is lip balm, then I do my eye makeup. So that makes sense. But I decided to put it in here because this is face and lips. This doesn't go in here. This is an empty one of the e.l.f. liners. I use it to put makeup remover in. I could make a video on how I do my eyeliner, but basically I can't do eyeliner, so I take a brush and I dip it in that, and then I like clean up with it, and it works. I don't have time to be buying cleanup pens. I just make my own, basically. This is a sample of the Tarte thing. I haven't tried it yet. I ripped out the My color to use this morning, and then I decided I didn't feel like doing concealer. So I have 3 of these Pacifica lip balms. Is that the right way? Nope. This is really good. You should buy it. Coconut Cherry is the clear one. I thought they discontinued it at Ulta. It wasn't online for a while, and then it came back, and they had the other colors. They came out with new lip balms. I haven't tried those, but I really like the coconut cherry, so I bought 2 extras when I realized they were back at Ulta. This is what my current one looks like. It's like there's nothing there, but I'm scraping it out. So I started using the new one, which is why 2 are open, but I want to finish that one. Where's my other concealer? Outside of the samples, I have this concealer from NYX. It's really good. This is basically like my one concealer besides my samples. I already said that. Whatever. Moving on. Foundations is something that I sort of am hoarding at the moment. Oh, there's the other one. Cool. That's in light. Oh, my nail. I have more. There we go. Is that all of them? I believe so. So I have this e.l.f. foundation. It's the Flawless whatever. It doesn't say the name on the back, but it talks about the whatever. This is porcelain, but they renamed it to natural, but the sticker still says porcelain. Whatever. It's good. It's $6. I wish that they would just put it in cheaper packaging rather than this, because this is glass. Like, it's so unnecessary to charge an extra $3 because you put it in glass. Like, seriously? This is my favorite drugstore foundation because it's really cheap. It's in a color that's so close to mine. I don't mind that it's slightly pinker than my ideal. I bought 5 of them at a time on the Wet n Wild website because I can't find it in stores anymore. I finished 2, so now these are the other 3. One of these is open. I don't know which one. This primer I'm giving to a friend, so I guess I could declutter that. Ooh, let's do Hourglass stuff next. Hourglass is one of my favorite brands of all time. They were recently purchased by, now I can't remember the name, some non-cruelty-free brand. So there was a little bit of confusion on if they're staying cruelty-free. They say they are. You just gotta figure it out for yourself, how you feel about parent companies and whatever. Anyways, this is Dim Light, which is my perfect contour slash bronzer color. I don't do, ooh, that's me. I don't do contouring. I do like, basically, like I put it very lightly under my jawbone, cheekbone, whatever the fuck, and it gives me a natural contour, but it doesn't look like I have a line on my face, which I really appreciate. I can do a video doing my makeup at some point, and I can show what I mean by that. It's sort of, I've heard a few people say it's the perfect pale girl bronzer, which is 100% the truth, but for me, the undertone is correct in that it works as bronzer and contour, so it's not like it's a super orange line on my face or anything like that. My favorite highlighter, and my only highlighter, is Hourglass Luminous Light. As you can see, I've hit pan, and you can't even read the back very well. And I have a backup of it, which is new. So, fun times. That's like, I bought it because Jaclyn Hill said it's the perfect bride makeup highlighter, and it really is. It's like a subtle glow. It doesn't look like you're wearing metallic glitter on your cheeks, which is not something I've ever been into. For some reason, it's been a trend for like the past 30 years, and it won't go away. I don't know why, but that's really good. This is my Hourglass blush in Incandescent Electra. It's basically a beautiful coral. Love it. And this is the regular ambient lighting blush line. This one is the strobe one. This is Brilliant Nude, I believe. Yes. I got this for Christmas because I asked for it because I wanted it. I wanted to test it out, and to be honest, it's good. I'm not saying that like to preface them saying it's bad. It's just not, it's very orange once I get it on. It's not orange. It's very warm on me. And I wasn't going for warm. I was sort of going for a neutral nude. However, what I've discovered is, I don't know if I can get it on camera, but there's, the strobe powder is very glittery. Not glittery. Very more reflective than the regular ambient powders like more than that, and I was really into it. So I'm thinking I might have to buy the strobe lighting powder that goes with this. I'm assuming if it's called Brilliant Nude, then it's going to be the strobe powder in Brilliant or whatever, Brilliant Strobe maybe, because that's how they tend to name their blushes, is the name of the powder that goes along with it, and then a color name. Like Incandescent Electro goes with Ambient Lighting Powder and Incandescent. I have one more blush from them, which is in my eyeshadow palette. It's Mood Exposure. It's looking pretty sad because it's just like in my gross palette. And it's like old and whatever. That one's really beautiful. It's warmer on than it looks. Like it looks like it would be a really nice purple. On me, it's more warm, which I like. I plan to buy the full size. That came in their blush trio palette a few years ago. I believe it was in 2014 when I got it. And I've been trying to pan it for like a year and I haven't even hit pan. Besides that, I have two other blushes, unless I'm forgetting one. I have the Butter Blush in, I have no idea, Plum Rose. This is the coolest tone blush I own. I really like this and I like the smell, but it's not as pigmented as the Hourglass ones. It's like the Hourglass ones, you can apply them sheer or more pigmented, and this one, you either get a wash of nothing or you build it up. Those are your options. But for the price point, it's a similar in that they both sort of give more of a satin look rather than a super matte or a super shimmery. So I guess you can compare this as the drugstore version of an Hourglass blush, but I really don't think they're similar enough for me to ever say they're dupes. Then I have this one that comes with the Sephora birthday gift for 2017, the Tarte blush in, I think it's just Party, or It's a Party, just Party. Party spelled with multiple A's. And I actually really like it. I thought that these would be hard to blend out, and I was afraid to buy one, but they're actually really nice. And I don't know if I'll purchase a full size because I'm really dedicated to my Hourglass blushes, and I'm not a blush person, even though now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blushes. I mean, my ideal would be 2 or 3, but whatever. These were given to me both by Sephora, obviously, and by a friend. I traded her for something, I don't remember, something I didn't want. So it's like, there's only 3 that I intentionally have. Okay, so powders really quick. I talk about this a lot on my Instagram. Well, not a lot, but I love the RCMA powder. This is a new one I haven't even opened. This is my current one, which is like, there's that much. The rest of it is in this, which I used to be some shit powder that I finished. So I have 2 powders, but it looks like I have 3, but I don't. This is my only bronzer. I've had multiple of these. I've panned multiple of these. Ooh, that's cute. Okay. I get the light bronzer. Liv Loves Her Makeup talked about how the regular one is basically the same thing but a slightly different undertone. I don't know if you can tell the undertone. I think the pink is throwing it off. Whatever. This one is a good undertone for me, so I'm not even going to bother researching how it's different from the other one because it doesn't concern me. Then the rest is just lipsticks. I have no idea how many I have now. We're going to find out, aren't we? Shit. I'm stupid. Okay. I want to start with my favorite brand, which is Bite Beauty. They make really amazing lipsticks if the texture is what you're into. I know I've heard Kaylee, I don't know her last name. She's one of my favorite YouTubers, but she said she doesn't like these because they're really thick on her lips, which I understand. They are a thicker consistency, but I think that's intentional because then it's pigmented, and for me it's not uncomfortable. It's just moisturizing. I don't wear sheer lipstick ever, and I don't really like lip gloss, so this kind of formula is my ideal. I do have their lip liner in 006. This is basically the color of sugarcane. Why am I showing you that when I could show you the actual color? I'm stupid. Okay. Oh, it matches my box. You can do it. Focus. No, it's not going to. You can just trust me. Sugarcane is this one. I'm showing the names, by the way, because I know I have an accent. And in case you're trying to figure out what something is and you're like, what did she say? Or in case the audio's crap. You know, it's just not happening. Sugarcane, like the sugar, and it's a cane. I don't know why all of a sudden it will not let me focus on anything. Is it because of this thing on the screen? I don't know. Oh, that was the autofocus and I just ruined it. I don't know. I'm wasting a lot of time, but if I can figure out how to make it work. Okay, you can see the color. You don't need it to be focused. It's okay. The other colors I have are kimchi, which is a hot pink. It's, as you can compare to my blanket, or sheet, whatever, it's a cooler toned pink, and this is more like a hot coral pink. Whatever. And then I have kava, which is new to me. And it was so great from their last line that they remade it in the Amuse Bouche line, but they refused to remake my favorite, which is Retsina, the best lipstick of all time, which is really sad. I think this is my third or fourth, and as you can see, even without it being focused, it's beat to hell. Ooh, and this is now broken. Okay. One of these days, I'm going to go to the lip lab, and I'm going to make them remake it for me, because I can't live without it. This is Thistle, and I really like it. It looks lighter on camera. It's darker on me on my lips, obviously because I'm a ghost. Super white. This is Whip. I asked for it for Christmas because I thought it would be a dupe to Retsina. It's really pretty. It's not a dupe. I don't know why I keep trying to show you. This is the color. Wow, a basic nude. My camera's not going to show you like depth of color or anything. I was supposed to count. I think I have 15 lipsticks, or maybe 17 now. I don't know if that count included Christmas lipstick or not. I got 2 for Christmas. The 2 Kava and Whip from Bite. Okay. I'm just organizing them in terms of type. Okay. I have 2 of these catsuit lipsticks. One is mine, one is my friend's that she decluttered. The shade Nudie Patootie is my absolute favorite. It's the only one I actually really like from the line. And I like the formula, so that's a keeper. The closest dupe, besides MAC Blankety, that I have to Retsina is Satin Ribbon from NYX, the lingerie line. I think it might focus if it's like a bigger, if it's more centered. Yes, okay. There you go. This isn't really what it looks like, but okay, whatever. Then my friend didn't want corset. I've panned corset before. I like it. I really don't like the lingerie formula. It's just, it's moussey, and I don't like the mousse one. Oh, we're gonna do that now? Okay. I just don't like it. But if there's a color I really want and I can't get it elsewhere, I'll suffer through it. I have 3 Anastasia liquid lipsticks. I have Naked, Stripped, and Pure Hollywood. I believe the one in the middle. Okay. Naked, Pure Hollywood, Stripped. Naked is creamsicle orange on me. Pure Hollywood's a pretty rosy nude. And Stripped is like what I thought Naked would be. They don't have one that's actually pale on me, like how Nudie Patootie is or how Kava or Retsina are. These are all pretty dark on me. I would consider them medium toned. So I want to try Milkshake from Anastasia, but I don't know if it's worth it to me. This I got because I needed to spend like $10 more to get free shipping on Ulta, and I got it in Slay, and it's a really beautiful color on me. I've worn it a few times, and then I was wearing my Christmas lipstick, so I have no memory of what this is like. I just remember I liked it. These are my last 3 lipsticks. I am panning for 2017 MAC Please Me, which looks like this. I need to depot it, but the thing I'm going to depot it into is currently holding, this used to be a dip brow pomade jar. It's currently holding NYX Stone. It's basically a corset, but in the turned up formula, which I really don't like that name. It's a nice formula, but it wears off super quickly, so it's like you get what you pay for. I would only repurchase if it was a color I really love. I really do love Stone, so I might repurchase it just to wear over corset, the lingerie lipstick, but who knows. And then I have Charlotte Tilbury Kim KW, and I bought this again because I thought it would be a dupe for Retsina from Bite Beauty. It is not. It is also not that great of a lipstick. They also have mattes, and I've heard the mattes of this kind, the hot lips, are good. This is not. This can only be worn over a lip pencil, hence why I bought the Bite Beauty one, because I'm not going to waste a gift this expensive because I can't buy a lip liner. That would be stupid. It's just not great quality. Well, it's not great quality. I did a post about it comparing it to one of the NYX turned up lipsticks in Mirage. They're basically the same thing, but that one's a little better. Okay. Moving on, I'm going to go through my single shadows, because who doesn't like single shadows? And if you don't, go away. No, it's fine. I don't expect this video to be fantastic or have people really liking it, so feel free to leave and not finish the video. It won't hurt my feelings, I understand. I'm probably going to have to refilm this. I just realized that I've been holding my phone the wrong way the whole time. Like, you know when you see those videos and it's like black on the side and you think to yourself, they could have just turned the camera. Why didn't they just turn the camera? Like, turn your phone horizontally. And it's like, I just did it for like 20 minutes. I was just like filming myself with my phone turned the wrong way. I don't know. Whatever. We're just gonna move on. I mean, this is just for practice. I highly doubt this is going on the internet, and if it is, I apologize to the world. But I'm gonna quickly flip through my palettes. This is what my naked palette looks like. I love this palette. A lot of people who pan palettes do not like this anymore, so maybe I'll hate it by the end of panning it in 2018. Along with that, I'm panning my naked too. If you're wondering, I put tape over the ones that are my favorites that I'm worried will expire and I want to pan before they expire. I'm trying to get good angle for lighting. That's better. I finished Foxy and Blackout. I have Blackout in a single. Really like it. That's all I feel like saying about that. Panning those. Along with those in 2018, I am panning Midnight Cowboy Rides Again, which is a shimmery champagne-y silver. It's not really champagne-y. It's like, okay, so I have Midnight Cowgirl. Oop, that's my floor. Gross. And it's like a pink, it's like Sin, but glitter version. But like a nice glitter, not one of their bad glitters. And I wrote when I get them on the back that says Midnight Cowgirl. This is basically the cool toned version of that, which is why I got it, and which is why I love it. And this doesn't do it justice at all. It's one of my favorite shadows for inner corner and all over the lid. I'm painting those along with Twice Baked, which is a brown, sort of the same formula, because they're old, not because they're bad. And I've hit pan on all of them, so that's good. And I have these. I'm going to talk about Blackout first. I got this and I paid full price. That was a mistake. I should have waited till the sale. Whatever. I hit pan on it because I dropped it. I salvaged it. There seems to be a crack in it now. What the fuck? New crack in it, I guess. I really like this. It's really black. I set my liner with it all the time. People keep asking me, how do you pan blacks? I set my liner and I put dark colors on my lower lash line, on the outer corner of my lower lash line. So I basically do like dramatic makeup every day. If you do super neutral, light makeup every day, I highly doubt you're going to be able to pan a black without dedicating a long time to it. This is, what is that, Bust, which is like a satin taupe. Not satin taupe like MAC, but like it's a satin formula, and it is a taupe. Ew, my nail's so gross. That's what it looks like. I would swatch it for you, but I don't know if, can I do that? Ooh, that's something alright. It's nice. I've panned a small one of this before. Saw it at Nordstrom Rack along with this one, and they were cheap, and I wanted them. This is Lost. It is a, as close as I can get dupe to Barlust, which is from the smoked palette. I'm gonna swatch it on my hand and I'll show you. The Urban Decay discontinued the smoked palette to come out with the huge flop that is the smoky palette, Naked Smoky. This is what's left of my smoked palette, but Barlust is just, I don't think there's a camera that I could get my hands on that would show this in all its glory. It's so beautiful. But as you can see, they're not the same. They're different, but they're as close as I can get it. Let's do this next. This is my Gwen Stefani palette, what's left of it. I decluttered, I think, 2 or 3 shadows, and I panned 2 of them. Anastasia Chiffon, EBH. That's smoked palette. That's the blush we talked about before. Moving on. This single of the Smashbox eyeshadow I got at Nordstrom Rack also. This is in Hang. It's the Photo Op eyeshadow. Never heard of it, and that's probably why it was at Nordstrom Rack. Doesn't blend as great as Anastasia or Viseart, whatever you want to call it. I know the correct way is to say Viseart. I don't care. I'm calling it Viseart. Viseart sounds stupid because I have an American accent, so whatever. These aren't great, but it's a taupe and it's a matte, and that's, I want cool tone mattes. I needed cool tone mattes in my life, and I found this, and I was like, I'm buying it. I would probably end up repurchasing it if I can find it again, now that Smashbox is cruelty free. But I wouldn't buy it for the formula. It's like Urban Decay level matte formula, so it's like, it's higher quality than like compared to others, but it's not like this, which I can make a whole video about. The only thing I dislike about the mattes is the texture. They don't feel nice. The Viseart, whatever. The reason I like Anastasia better is because I find I have the same blendability with them, but they're soft to the touch. So say I want to put a matte on my lid and I feel like my brush that I'm using that day isn't doing it justice. I like being able to stick my finger in it, put it on my eye, and have it feel soft and luxurious, because I'm paying luxury prices for this stuff. And for this, it's like I can do the same with the Viseart, but it feels like I'm rubbing my finger against a rock, or like an exfoliating, what are those stones you use to exfoliate your feet? You know what I'm talking about. That's what it feels like. These shimmers are not worth your time, I don't think, unless you are into sheer washes of satin color. Satin meaning the finish, not like the color of satin. I like the colors that are in this one. I just put that on there because I can. If they came out with singles, I would buy the singles I want. However, I do find I can mix the 3 mattes in here and get what I want color-wise out of them, so I don't need to, like for example, this Becca palette. you get all 5 of these. And like, for me, I set my set, primer, transition shade, crease, deepen the crease, even darker crease. For the Visart, Viseart, now I don't even remember which one's what. You don't necessarily need the in-between, you just need the darkest, the medium, and the super light, because you can mix them together on your brush and it goes on nicely as if that's the color it was meant to be. This is this palette. I hated the 2 matte and the color Reef. Reef was good quality, I just didn't like the color. So I finished them. Now I'm left with these. I kind of wish I had decluttered it because it's just one of those things where it's like a satiny finish. It's just sort of boring. I like Starfish, which is basically a dupe for Urban Decay Smog. I could make a video on my obsession with Urban Decay Smog and all my dupes that I own of it. It's a thing. Basically, it's super versatile and just beautiful. This is my Stila Glitter in Small Ring Satin. Nothing about this is satin. I don't know where the name came from. I guess alliteration is the only thing they use to decide the names. I wonder if you can see. It's super beautiful. It's like a cool tone brown, or maybe it's a warm tone brown. I don't know. It's a brown, and then there's silver glitter in it. It's super beautiful. I love wearing it. The only downside is it's basically a liquid product, and I got it June 6th, 2017, and I need to make sure I'm using it this year, or else it'll dry out and I'll cry. Next I have my 2, no, wrong one. These are the original Anastasia singles I had. Thankfully I know all of them, so I don't have to sit here taking them out of the little thing. Tell you what they are. I say as I forget everything I ever knew. I'm covering the mic. I don't know if you can hear anything I just said. I hate myself. Okay. What is this? Nude, Naked. This is the only one, I promise. I know all the rest. Nude. Okay. Nude I bought because I thought it would be something to set my primer with. It's a transition shade on me, which I appreciate because it's really nice. Then I have Warm Taupe. It's a taupe, but it's pretty warm. When you compare it to warmer crease shades, you're like, whoa, that is a taupe. But when you're looking at it compared to other cool tones, you're like, wow, that's really warm. I have Chocolate Crumble. Oh, God. Why do I do this to myself? Brownie. These are the metallic formula of their shimmers, and I find they hit hard pan super easily. I had to repress that one. And they're not, because of the hard pan, it's hard to get pigment. They're just not as fun to work with. So I would not recommend the metallic formula. However, the titanium formula of shimmers are exceptional. And by that, I mean, I've never had a single eyeshadow or palette eyeshadow quite as amazing as them. Basically, when you put them on your lid dry, they look like a wet metallic shimmer. I have Metal, Pink Champagne, and Chocolate. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I don't know if I can do it justice, but do you see this? You really have to put it on your eye to see the full magic, but I wasn't pressing or rubbing hard to get that swatched, by the way. That's just how it is. They're just amazing. This is Stone. Ooh, covering the mic again. Stone is one of my favorites of all time. In Norvina's YouTube video where she talks about the eyeshadows, I wonder if I can make it focus. She referred to this as a milky gray or something like that. It's just so beautiful. What I like is I can use it as a transition shade with a fluffy brush, and then I can build it up to be like my crease shade too. So whereas with this one, I have Nude and Warm Taupe, and I'd use this, and then go in with this, I use this, and then I go back in with this. And it gives me the perfect cool tone crease. It's a beautiful color. You should buy it if you're into it. These little quads are really great quality. They're only $1 or they're free if you buy 4 single shadows. I would highly recommend them. Okay, these are what I got for Christmas, so I can't review the quality. But so far, I like everything. Here's Vermeer. Wow, that's an option. Hold it up close. Vermeer. Then I have Victorian, which Norvina described as a silver from the Victorian era, where now silver is more like platinum. This is Chai, and that is Truffle Glitter. Truffle Glitter is also a titanium. I believe this is a satin. I think these two are the same formula. I'm not sure what they are. I think they're satins. Vermeer looks more like a shimmer, but not a metallic or a titanium. But it could be satin. I love them. Vermeer is the perfect inner corner highlight for me. Similar to like something along the lines of Urban Decay Sin, or I don't know what else. And then I have a Macaroon. Bon Fresco. The single shadow type is definitely more pink than the one in the Modern Renaissance. Ooh, nice. This is Hot Chocolate, which Norvina said is the matte version of chocolate. But what I've noticed is the lighting. I should have filmed this earlier. Whatever. Chocolate looks like chocolate. Hot chocolate is like a red brown, which I don't dislike. And it's not like red brown, like a super red brown, but like compared to what I thought it would be, it's a lot more red. But that's not a bad thing. It's a really pretty color. That's probably the best color angle I can give you. There, can you see the titanium? Like, imagine that but on your eyeball. Okay, here's Noir. As you can see by that little dip, I've been using it for the past few days and I really like it. I think it's comparable to Urban Decay Blackout in the color depth. I think Anastasia shadows are some of, if not the best you can get. Because Vizart is like really good with their, Viseart is really good with their mattes, but not their shimmers. They're really missing out on like half their eyeshadow market. This is Anastasia Chiffon. I wanted to take it out and show you. I've done a video on my Instagram showing this. This is a titanium. Oh, sorry. This is just... This is like a Urban Decay Smog type color, which is why I'm obsessed with it. It's just so lovely. Recently I tried to put all of my Anastasia shadows in this palette, and I couldn't figure out how to do it well. Like I couldn't, the color setup wasn't looking right because I have like Macaroon and Bon Fresco, which are really like rosy tones. But then I have cool tones and warm tones, and it just like, it wasn't looking right. It looked really weird. Okay, so that was my first makeup collection and my first video I've ever done. I hope you liked it. I'm sorry about the quality. I know no one cares, but I just felt like letting you all know that I'm working on it. I wanted to quickly mention that I finished this one. I scraped it. Oh, this is the wrong one. I'm smart. Hold on. Okay, so this is the one that I finished. If you can see, maybe. Yep, I scraped out that. This is my current one. And then I have this backup. So now I only have 2 lip balms. Also, the Tarte concealer, the Shape Tape, I finished the shade Light and I gave the other 3 to my friend who is darker than me because there's no way I could make those shades work. So she can do what she wants with those. So now this is my only concealer. Excuse me, sorry. I may repurchase the Shape, well, I guess I didn't purchase it the first time. I may purchase the Shape Tape in the future because I really was impressed by it and enjoyed it, but obviously I can't give a full review on a sample I used twice. So we'll see how that goes. But I plan to film more videos, and I hope that they turn out better than This one did. But I hope it was entertaining anyway. I thought it was entertaining watching it back, but maybe that's just because I laugh at my own jokes. I don't know. So I'll see you in another video. Bye!